Hi everyone, you're welcome to Flookiesden, and I'm so glad and excited to have you join me on today's vlog. My name is Afolake, so you're welcome. We share content here and things that Canada dreamers can look forward to as they desire to come into a new country like Canada and maybe other places in the world. But I'm filming from Saskatoon in Saskatchewan, and it's my pleasure sharing and giving you all the information that you require for you to have a smooth sail as you look forward to coming into Canada or a new country at that. Everything that you need that will help you settle well and fast in a new country. So you're welcome. If you're a first timer here, what is expected of you is to put on that notification bell, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any information that I share on this channel. You don't want to miss out on anything. Join the tribe, guys. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and you can leave me a comment in the comment section if this has been helpful to you and what other things you want us to share. So guys, let's jump right into today's vlog. This is like a follow-up video to my last vlog where I spoke about how international students can apply right for them to be able to get that visa application and then be able to study in Canada. So today I'll be sharing some reasons that you need to look at keenly why applications are denied for international students who are looking forward to studying abroad. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back. So to my Canada dreamers and students alike who are looking forward to studying in a place like Canada, there are key things that you need to keep in mind when you're applying for your student visa so you don't get rejected. There are a lot of rejections, even though students' route, like I mentioned in my last video, seems to be the fastest and the option that is available for many immigrants or aspiring Canadians that can help them move into Canada in a very fast and easy way. However, you don't want to take that for granted and lose out on the key things that you need to concentrate on while you're putting your applications together. It's very important. Those visa officers are looking keenly and they want to look at those applications that they will not move forward with. So don't let yours be one of them, okay? Number one thing I want to talk about is that Canada is looking for self-sufficient people. Whether you're moving as a student, whether you're immigrating as a family or an individual, the bottom line is that they want you to be self-sufficient. They don't want anybody that will be a burden in the economy of Canada. So they want people that have the resources that can sustain themselves to be those that will be given that opportunity to move into Canada. That's why you must fulfill all the requirements, especially as it regards proof of funds. You know, when you're talking of self-sufficiency, it's money, money. So you must fulfill all the requirements that will enable you, just have that smooth sail as you put in your application forward. So don't miss out on those little details so that you don't have declines on your application. Part of the things that I mentioned in my last video that you must pay close attention to is proof of funds, and that's number one thing that I'm also talking about here today. So you can watch that video. The link is right here so that you can get all the details as it regards proof of funds. In there, I mentioned all the types of proof of funds documents that are accepted, such as loan approvals or bank statements or scholarship letters and so much more. You can always check that out. But most importantly, you must have all these details and put them as part of your application so that you don't get denied. Number two thing that is also very, very crucial in the application is the purpose of your visit. As an aspiring student, you're dreaming to move into Canada for studies, right? But I know that most of the people are actually looking forward to staying. They're just looking for another route. It's important for you to declare the purpose of your visit very clearly in your application. You are a student, and that's what you have to declare. There are things that should be in your statement of purpose, and you want to make it as genuine as possible. Don't forget that there are human beings also reviewing these letters. So if there's any reason to doubt, that's the end of the application. So you want to be as genuine as possible. Put details that are beyond reasonable doubt that will prove that you are actually going for a course of study. You have no motives, ulterior motives at that, but you are purposely just going for studies. And you want to put as much details that if they probably have an argument or things to be confused about in one thing, they can see another thing that will, just enlighten them. Don't forget that they might not really be coming back to you like a conversation asking, what do you mean by this? Or why didn't you put this? Can you add this? In very few instances, but you won't have that all the time. So make sure that you put all that is required that would be beyond the reasonable doubts for you to show or prove that you're actually going for a course of study. So in your statement of purpose, where you are actually talking about how or the reason why you're visiting or you're going for this course of study, you want to follow a bit of all of this that I'm going to mention, like an introduction. Just introduce yourself and put things in perspective. Talk about your education, talk about your work history if you had to work back in your country, but you're going for studies. Talk a little bit about it so they know that you have something back in your country. Talk about your educational background, where you're coming from, why you think it's needful for you to go into this course of study or diploma or certificate course that you are aspiring for in Canada. Talk about so that it shows that you really need it to help you towards your journey or your career. Talk about why you need to study again. Just explain the reason why you're looking forward to this study. Also talk about your intention for study and explain why Canada. Blow Canada's trumpet. If you want somebody, you have to give them what they require. It's like, eulogizing someone, the person will feel elated because you're talking so much about it. Talk about the things that you have heard, talk about the things you have searched out, even about Canada, and you feel you want that experience, and that's why you're coming into Canada. Talk about all of these things in your statement of purpose, and then talk about the study, the program, I also mentioned as well. Tell them the program and what it will benefit you as an individual if you add that program to your experience and the things that you have done over the years. So it's important to give all of these details. You must show as much ties to your country back at home. That's why you must talk about your work experience if you have one, or you're talking about your current job. So they don't see it like you're running away, but that you're just going to get a better career, for you to get a better job or something, and then you're looking forward to returning to your country. That gives them respite that you're not running out of your country, right? And lastly, in your statement of purpose, you need to tell or talk about your plans after the program. Tell them you're going back home. You're going back to your home country. You have just come to add a feather to your cap, and you feel that that will help your career. And you're going back to your country. You have to spell it there. Don't give them reasons to assume anything. Spill it out there and let them know that, look, I'm interested in Canada because of so reasons, and I feel that this will help my career moving forward if I have this certification or this degree in as part of the qualifications, for me to develop in my career. And definitely after the program, I'm looking forward to going back to my home country. Everybody likes statements like that, and obviously you'll be obliged that visa. If you also have travel history, you also want to show that. So it kind of tells them that, look, you're a traveler. But if you don't have, nothing broken. But if you do, it also shows that you've been a traveler, you've returned on so many occasions that you've traveled. So at this time, it's not like you're trying to run away, but you're just one of those trips, but this academic purpose, right? And that's why you're going in for this program in Canada. A travel history will also help you, because I know that so many people have also been denied because of travel history. It's written that they don't have travel history, and you want to show that if you have it. But if you don't, other things that I've mentioned would help you buttress the purpose for you going into that program and going into Canada, or picking Canada at that, and showing your interest and the willingness to return back to your country should you finish or complete that program of study. Another factor that will cause rejection in your application is if you have been unemployed for so long. Don't forget that Canada is looking for skilled workers. They are not looking for dependents. They are not looking for people that would not be able to help their economy. They are looking for skilled workers. Don't forget that if you are moving into Canada, whether through education or through immigration, the points allotted to candidates that have worked for over 10 years is higher than when you have minimum years of experience in work. So this goes to show that they are looking for skilled workers to be able to help boost the economy. They don't want people that will become redundant in the economy or just find means to just abscond from their country and just want to come into Canada. That's not what Canada is looking for. They are looking for skilled workers that will be able to use their expertise to develop Canada as an economy. So don't forget that if you've been unemployed for so many years, that raises a red flag in your application, and you obviously want to address that, particularly while you're filling out your letter. You want to explain why that has happened. You want to explain other things that you have done. And if you have volunteer experiences, Canada recognizes this. It's unpaid job, right? But you're gaining skills. That's still important. Put it in there. So it doesn't show that you're totally it doesn't show that you don't have any experience in whatever capacity. You don't want to leave any stone unturned, right? So that they don't assume. I keep saying assumption is the worst thing that could happen to your application. If you have a gap in your work experience, you want to explain it and let them understand why that gap and what you've been doing within that period. Don't leave it open, because they will just assume, and their assumption will be what will form their judgment on your application. If you are from a country where the social instability, economy is going down, you must be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt as well that you have the means, which consummates to your source of income, your proof of funds, and your work experience. You want all of these three to be in sync while you express yourself and the ability to take yourself through school. Canada does not want anybody to be a liability to them or in any way. So you want to show whether you're also using a sponsor. It's also in my previous video. If you're using a sponsor, the sponsor must show clearly that they are working, they are socially and economically engaged. They have funds to be able to pay for you through school. And this is very important. Through their bank statements or whatever documents that they are including in your application, you must show that they have the means to take you through school, that banks, and then that they have work, jobs running on, not that they've stopped work or they don't have capacity at some point. You know, they want to see the history. Especially when you put your bank statement, they usually will ask for 4 months. But by all means, if you have a year, you know, you're just trying to cut off assumptions. Like I said, you want to cut away assumptions. If they find anything fishy in your 4-month bank statement, they will ask for additional bank statements, and this elongates the process, right? You want to minimize it. If they ask you for 6 months or 1 year, won't break the deal. Give it to them so that they have opportunity to review, and that checks that box for you, so they don't have any reason to doubt or have any concerns about your ability to fund yourself through school. I hope this video has been helpful to aspiring international students who have been dreaming of coming into Canada for one course of study or the other. You want to pay particular attention to this and so many other things before you submit your document to IRCC. You don't want any rejection to happen, right? You don't want anybody to come back and ask you for more things just to clarify some doubts or confusions that they see in your application. Be simple about it, be open about it, be genuine about it, and lay your cards down. No ambiguity. Let your words be easy to read and understand, and let all of these details be included in your letter so that they can, understand everything in sync with your attachment of all the documents that you put in place. And voila, your visa will be acknowledged. So do all of these things and you're sure, and obviously don't forget to pray so that at the end of the day, you will have to laugh last. Thank you so much everyone for joining me on this vlog. I hope it has been helpful to you as well. Share this video to as many aspiring students or Canada dreamers that are looking forward to migrating into Canada, whether through academics or immigration process. This also applies to them because you also want to have as much information and as transparent as possible in your application process so that you don't get denied. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put on your notification bell, click the like button, put comments in the comment section. Tell me what you want me to talk about next. You can send me an email. It's in the description box. Connect with me on my Instagram handle and let's continue the chat from here. Thank you, everyone. Have a great and wonderful day. See you again in another vlog. Bye.